This is it. This is Avon Mill Radial Gate, run by the Environment Agency, who've told us that it is broken and they cannot afford to fix it. But they've come in, they've taken all the gubbins away, and they've put these across here to stop it dropping down. And what's happened, we've lost over 2 meters of water. This is, look at this. I'll just have a walk up there in a minute. I'm going to show you what they've done. There you go. Look at the state of that. Look at that. Look, that is 2 meters plus lost through the Environment Agency. We've been trying to fight them, but they said they've got no money to do it, which I find rather strange, because the Environment Agency are quick enough to take your licence fee every year, which they make billions and billions, and yet they say they can't afford to fix this or put ever kind of replacement in. So basically what's happened, we have basically lost 15 pegs for our disabled anglers and the elderly, where they could drive to the pegs. They've become unfishable. I shall walk down there now and show you what I mean, but that is shocking. Shocking. It just goes to show the Environment Agency just don't care. Just don't care. Excuse me, they told us it's broken, then they said they want to get the river back to its natural way, which is rubbish, because there's an oxbow over here where the river used to run, which the Environment Agency changed the course of the river. And also there's a big sluice gate down the bottom, which, you know, if it go back to normal, they've got to take that out as well, but that doesn't work. And here we have a committee man of Swindon ISIS. We'll let him recover, get his breath back, and I'll ask him a few questions. Here he is Mr. Rice, the legend.
Yes.
Paul, I'm just on about doing a piece on this Avon Mill Radial Gate, run by the Environment Agency.
Yes.
They told us it can't repair, they can't afford it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said they want to get the river back to its natural state, which will never happen anyway, because that's the old river running around the back of you here.
That's the old river.
Yeah, and they're the ones that put it like that.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, basically we've lost basically like 15 pegs for our disabled and elderly. Used to be able to drive to their
annoying
swims.
part is we own half a mile.
Yeah.
Plus this car park.
Yeah.
ISIS own the land.
Yeah.
And we can't fish it.
Yeah. This is
down there and further on up, we rent the water.
Yeah. But I was going to say, I mean, I've talked to Pete Gilbert, the club secretary. I hope he's going to be up soon. He was saying that it's affected the membership by like about 30%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Easy,
which is a lot of income for the club.
Yeah. Because we've got an awful lot of elderly gentlemen that like fishing the river.
Well, that's it. I mean, it was always up there, the disabled and all that.
Always.
I'm going to have a little walk up there anyway, Paul. I'm going to film all the swims that we had.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't expect old people and disabled people to fish
bring
them.
A step ladder to get down
Yeah,
to the water.
and that is dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the Environment Agency for the fishermen.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, Paul, what they've done this year, they've upped the thing to 66 now. before you can get your concession. Yeah, your concessions.
Yeah.
Typical government, isn't it? They're taking all the money but doing nothing about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't prosecute anybody for, you know, putting poison in the water and that, do they? You never hear any.
Because they're having loads of problems with chicken farms.
Yeah. Well, what we got at the end here?
Chicken farm.
There you go.
What have we got halfway through? Chicken
Farm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they keep letting them get away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the Environment Agency. They're quick enough to take your money, but they're doing nothing for the disabled.
Absolutely nothing.
You know what I mean? It's bad enough for us, like, but the disabled anglers, you know, we lost like 30%. That's a lot of income for the club, you know.
We're disabled, aren't we?
Well, I know that, but
They're frightened of the big boys. They won't take on the big boys.
who? They're government run, mate.
Yeah, but they can't. They won't take on these egg, like the egg.
Well, they should do. They've got the money. They've got
won't do it.
billions.
They won't do
Absolutely rubbish, Keith. Rubbish. Oh, they take your money quick enough. The Environment Agency, and they're doing nothing to help this club out. But the thing is, I don't think it's just affecting our club. I think maybe Calne, that they'll be affected by it. I'm sure.
And the syndicate water at Bristol
Yeah.
Mulford.
Yeah.
Bristol Amalgamated.
Yeah.
Calne will just not rent the water anymore.
Well, that's it. Yeah, but there's a lot of them used to love getting down there.
Yeah,
They've lost water and all.
I used to love going down there, but you can't get in there.
Right, I'm going to go down, have a look and show these swims. Hopefully Pete will be here on the way back and we'll do another little piece with him. Right. Yeah. Right. Here we go, folks. Look at that. This is where we used to sit when the water used to be up here. You can see how much we've lost. This is one peg. This is peg 15. Look at that. Absolutely shameful. Shameful act by the Environment Agency. Right, let's go on to the next one. Again, here we are. Is the next peg, which is peg 14. You cannot expect people, disabled anglers, had to get down there. Look at that. Awful, awful. Hi everybody. This is Mr. Pete Gilbert, who is Swindon ISIS Club Secretary. Yeah. And obviously we are talking about Avon Mill Radial Gate, in which the Environment Agency says they cannot afford to fix it. And it's affected basically 15 swims for our disabled anglers and our OPs. Pete, how has it affected the club, like, you know, as in revenue and things like that?
In the first year after they opened up the weir, we've lost 30% of our members. Of course, most of those will be older members and disabled members. So it's a real problem.
It is, yeah, because I mean, really, that's quite a big revenue, really, Pete. 30% of it, you know, the club could start struggling, like I feel, if this carries on like this.
No,
I mean,
certainly.
like I say, losing like 30% of our membership, or like disabled or the old age people, you could drive to their pegs down here, but obviously they can't even get down the banks now. We lost basically 2 metres of water, which is a lot of water.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you can't expect them to get ladders to just climb down there. Like, I mean, I just had a look at a couple of swims, and they're very, very steep, Pete.
In the summer, some of the swims are only a foot deep.
Yeah, we lost.
Whereas they used to be 6, 7 foot deep.
I mean, like they said, they can't afford to fix it, Pete. And then I find that rather strange because they're taking our money every year.
Yes.
Right, every year we're paying for our licences and all that.
They actually, their income is more than 22 million from anglers alone.
Yeah.
And I can't remember any occasion where we have benefited as a club or as an angler.
No, we're not. Well, obviously the club's not benefiting now. I thought they was in there to help the anglers and that for a better environment of fishing.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? They promote fishing all the time.
Yeah.
But this is not promotion. This is, I feel this is actually diabolical, mate.
Well,
The way the club's been treated. With the thing is, Pete, it's not only affecting us. There's 2 more clubs up there.
yes.
How's it affecting them?
Yeah. And eventually they'll take the one out at Chippenham,
Yeah.
and they'll have the same trouble.
Yeah. And it's going to affect them. I mean,
The sea cadets won't be able to sail, the anglers won't be able to fish.
yeah.
The town will lose a big asset.
Yeah. It is a big asset, isn't
In
it?
the summer it'll become
Yeah.
a sort of ditch.
But
in
the
middle
thing,
of,
yeah. But the thing is, they're going to pump £20 million into it. So say.
well,
You know what I mean? But they got no money to fix
it
this.
wouldn't take much to
Fix this.
to fix the actual
Yeah.
radial gates.
So the thing is, they don't want to fix it,
They
Pete.
last 70 years,
Yeah.
so it's a good investment, and they were put in to control the river,
Yeah.
flood conditions and under summer
Yeah.
conditions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So now we've got a situation where at Kellaway's at this end, desperate flooding this year.
It was awful,
in
wasn't
the
it?
winter.
I don't know if it had the flooding. I don't know whether it actually had anything to do with that. Do you know what I mean? But it seems
Well-
funny this year. We had the worst flooding, didn't we?
Well, basically, the river's out of control.
Yeah.
It flooded the Farmer's Field down, the Spencer's Field, all around the bridge. The road was impassable.
It
Every time
was, wasn't it?
Rained,
Yeah.
local people must have been mad about it.
But the thing is, Pete, I mean, they're saying they wanted to go back to its natural state. That can never be, because they've got a sluice down the bottom there, right? And also up onto our left here is where the old river run.
Yes,
They're the ones that straightened all this out.
yes. And they put these in for a purpose, 60 or 70 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
And it was a good idea then. It's still a good idea.
Good. It is a very good idea. It is a very good. But I mean, to lie to us and say that it was broken, they can't afford to fix it, and they're going to pump £20 million into Chippenham Town
Well,
Centre.
they're not going to spend 20 billion
Yeah,
pounds
mate.
on Chippenham.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, there are other. We went to a meeting, and there are other agencies involved with
Is it?
making
So it's not just that there's ever.
Sort of
Oh, right.
gardening the river.
Right.
Their involvement would be quite small. I think they'll just take the weir out and take the radial gate out, and the water level. They say it's going to drop 1.5 meters, but that's as conservative.
Yeah. Well, we can see.
Chippenham Town will find out in the end.
Oh yeah, it's going to look horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to look horrible, like it is up here. It's all going to go down. They're going to lose everything, all the water, and that's be all muddy. All this showing. And it's not going to look nice. I mean, at the moment you go down Chippenham Town Centre, it looks really nice with the water there, doesn't it?
Yes.
And it attracts a lot of people.
Well, it's an asset for the town. They just don't realise how bad it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because the gate is still in at the moment.
Well, it is, yeah.
The other factor is that with the low flow situation
Yeah.
and the sewage that goes into rivers these days,
Well, that's it. I mean,
it's going to start polluting even more.
well, that's it. I mean, they never seem to prosecute anybody for polluting the rivers.
Well,
You know, they just still seem to get away with it all the time.
well, certainly at the moment it's a fact that the spillage into the rivers is
Yeah.
enormous.
It's too much of it, isn't
If
it?
you cut down a river by 6 feet down to 1 or 2 feet deep, it's going to be like a stinking ditch.
Well, it is. It is. It's not going stagnant, won't it? If they're going to carry on pumping silage or whatever it is into polluting the rivers, that's going to happen, isn't it? It's going to happen. So we're going to have to wait and see. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go down there. I'm going to film some of the pegs, Pete, just to show what we've lost. I've done 2 already.
Film this marker.
I've done that. The marker's done, and I've shown that where they took all the gubbins away to stop people using it to get that down.
Well, they came and took away the motor.
Yeah, took away the motor. They had the money to do that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's. I mean, they could put stuff down here, slot it in down the bottom here, you know. But I say, I think the fishermen become like third class citizens at the moment, especially down the southwest and that. They don't seem to do nothing down here, do they?
Affect the landowners.
Yeah. Well, it is going to affect land. They seem to be more interested in the Wye and what's that? The Avon up at Evesham. They're more interested in that. They don't seem to bother with this part of the country. I wonder why that is. It seems rather strange to me.
Certainly, it's a local decision at this stage.
Yeah.
Because initially they said they were going to fix the radial gate. That was the first thing. Then suddenly, they made a decision not to fix any of the radial gates.
Yeah, it was all rather strange to me.
Every radial gate in the country. I don't know what other rivers have got those controls on them. But
yeah, it's not. It's not good, is it?
No.
It's not good. Right, Pete. I'm gonna go down and do the rest of the swims, and just to show the people what we've lost. I mean, it looks awful, doesn't it? Look at that. It looks horrible. Looks like a old war memorial type thing, doesn't it? Look at it. It's like an old bunker left to rot, isn't it? Look.
Yeah.
It's horrible, isn't it? And it used to look so.
It's an eyesore as well.
It is an eyesore, isn't it? It is an eyesore.
It's that bit there, which is.
It's awful. That's why I'm just going to go up there. I'm going to.
Rapid there. It's only about.
Yeah. I'm going to go up there now and do all that, Pete. Anyway, and I will see you soon. Leave that gate open for me if you've gone before me. Right. See you in a bit. Right. I think I've done that. Was peg 14. Done that one. Just going to come up to peg 13. Just show you again what we've lost. Oh, give me the state of that. Look at this. This used to be 6 to. This is good. Look at that down there. This used to be 6 or 8 feet deep. Look at it. Look at that there. One, you know, like I say, this would come up, drive behind their pegs, the disabled anglers and the OOPs, and now they can't even get down here to fish. And which the club has lost, like in the first year, this first year of them not fixing that, 30% of the revenue. It's going to be a real struggle. So there you go. I'm going to go on to the next peg for you. This is peg 12. We look at that down there. Unfishable again, such as, look at the steep incline on that. Look at that. That's how much water we've lost. Look at it. Look at that over the back. That looks awful. We lost some bloody good fish in here, all down to the Environment Agency. I really thought they're supposed to be looking after the anglers. It's what I find it shocking, the way they've carried on. They just don't care. Here we go, peg 11. This was a favoured peg for chub. Straight across the back there amongst the trees. Boys used to love drawing this one in a match. Almost a guarantee of a win. There's even a barbel caught out of this peg and all. But look at that down there. Look, you can't expect disabled anglers to get down there. Christ, the Environment Agency's got a lot to answer to. Awful, awful what they've done to this river. Right, on to the next. Here we are, peg 10. Look how much water's been lost. Look at it. You just can't expect OAPs and disabled anglers to get down there. Oh dear. Right. It's the same all the way through. It's absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. It's a shame really. But you know, it was such a one of our favourite parts of the river. Having some good swims down here, which are obviously, as you can see, a lot of it's overgrown now. It just shows that nobody comes down here. Look at this, another one here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It used to be brilliant down here. But hopefully getting this film out about the Environment Agency and their attitude towards the anglers, I find, well, absolutely disgusting. Like I say, they're quick enough to take your licence fees. You know, like old people just said, they made £22 million last year. That was just off the anglers. You know, look at that. Right, down to the next one, which is peg 7, another favoured peg. Gives you some good fishing out of this. Look at it. I don't know if can I get to it? Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. This is, oh my God, I can't believe it. This is absolutely brilliant peg, this. Well, you might be able to scuttle down there. That's the lowest point I've seen. Bloody hell, one peg so far that we might be able to get it down to. But I say, there's no water in there. You can't see any fish in there at the moment. It used to be brilliant over the back here. Brilliant to get your pole underneath the trees, get some nice chub and roach out of there. Dace, all gone, all gone. You know, when this, I say, like when I finish this film and edit it and whatever, I'd love it to be shared far and wide, just to show what the Environment Agency is capable of. They really don't care. There's 2 swims here we can't even get to now. Or is this peg? No, this is peg 6, this one. I had a cracking day here one year. Look at that down there, can't even get to it. Look at that. Whoa, shame. And down. So this was peg 5. This was another good peg. All overgrown now, where nobody comes up here no more. You don't see anybody up here anymore. Sorrowful state. I mean, it's all down to the Environment Agency. What are they playing at? You know. Here we go, this is peg 4. This was another good peg. Oh God, look at how much, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Look at this. Oh no. Look at that. Not good at all. Christ, all that money they make and take off the anglers, and they do nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? But then again, it's government run, and we know what the governments are like. They're all take. Don't let the good people have too much of a good thing, I suppose. This used to be one of my favourite pegs, peg 3. I used to love this peg. Had some good fishing out of this one. I think I won a couple of matches off this one. It weren't too long ago, last year before. Look at that. This should be bream hole here, just to the left of the tree. And of course, as you can see across the way there, that's calms over there. And they also come down and they used to fish for the bream down there as well. But look at it, they've not even come down here, because that's unfishable. Oh dear. Right. Oh, right, peg 2. Oh dear, look at that. It's just all islands of mud and whatever, look. Not good at all, not good at all. I really think Swindon ISIS should have a chat with Calm Angling Club, see how they feel about it. But not only that, I mean, it's going to affect the landowner's income as well, where they rent the waters off them. You know, this is a lot of people favoured this peg and all, peg 1. But look at that there. Oh, yeah. Awful. 6 to 8 feet of water lost because they said they can't afford to fix a radial gate. You know what I mean? So far, three clubs are missing out on these stretch, just on this stretch of water right to Christian Malford. Of course, when it happens to Chipping Angling Club next year, they're taking that radio gate out and they're going to lose a lot of water. And they've got no say in the matter. You know what I mean? They've got no say in the matter at all, which I think is wrong. You got like the sea cadets down there for the young people, like to go out on the boats now. What are they going to do? They can't go out. They won't be able to go out on the river anymore because they're going to lose the same as us. 2 meters plus of water. You know, is there something more to it? Is there something more sinister to it? We'll just have to wait and see. So when this is completed, we'll get on YouTube, and hopefully this is shared far and wide, just to show what the Environment Agency are really like. Have they smelt an extra pound somewhere? You know what I mean? It's normally the case, isn't it, for these government-run things? Right, we've had our moan, we've done this piece. I hope it comes across good and it all gets done later, and hopefully I'll try and contact a few people to share it far and wide. You know what I mean? Oh. Okay, right, thanks everybody for listening, and I will speak very, very soon. Okay, bye.